Hello everyone, I hope you're all well and taking care, and welcome to another video. So today we will be talking about Team TARDIS, or the fam if you prefer, and why in my opinion they were such a missed opportunity. Before we get started though, if you're new to the channel and a fan of Doctor Who, like myself, why not consider subscribing to the channel? I do a couple of videos a week ranging all the way from the latest breaking Series 13 news to reviews, rankings, theories, video essays and so much more. I'm also planning to bring live streams to the channel very soon, so watch this space. Anyway, on to the video. So when Bradley Walsh, Toyson Cole and Mandip Gill were announced back in 2016 as the Doctor's new companions, I was very excited. Mostly for Bradley Walsh as, well, it's Bradley Walsh, the Corey and Chase legend himself, but also Mandip Gill, as I remember watching her play a character in Hollyoaks called Phoebe McQueen, and she gave an impressive performance in the show. However, at the same time, I was also a little concerned just over how many companions that would be joining the TARDIS team. Before Series 11, we were all used to 1 or 2 companions in the TARDIS, and I know Classic Who had 3 companions several times throughout its run. However, Classic Who had much more room to breathe, with all stories being in multi-part installments compared to the standard 45-minute standalone stories in the new series format. Originally, it was reported Series 11 would be upgraded to 60-minute episodes, which could have helped slightly, but unfortunately this did not turn out to be true, with episodes only being bumped up an extra 5 minutes to 50-minute episodes installments. So, how have the writers managed it? Were us fans right to be concerned in the first place? Unfortunately, in my opinion, the answer would have to be yes, we were. Channel era episodes tend to be more interested in exposition, like explaining every single detail of the plot. This has resulted in the companions sadly being mostly used for exposition rather than just getting to know them as characters. Obviously, the companions have always been used slightly for exposition, as they are the ones who ask the Doctors the questions we as viewers are all thinking at home. However, in this era, it feels extremely overboard in that the writers just can't leave anything ignored, and every single little detail must be explained in full to the audience. Not an ideal situation when you have 3 full-time companions to learn about each week in a short period amount of time. A bigger issue is the missed potential with this set of companions. I was super intrigued when it was revealed Yaz would be a police officer, and thought of the brilliant story opportunities that lie ahead. I thought after The Woman Who Fell to Earth, Yaz's character arc would be gaining more respect as an officer. However, we got pretty much nothing more of Yaz as an officer till the next series opener, Spyfall, and even then it was just Yaz telling her boss she's taking some time off work, and that was it. We did of course find out what led to Yaz joining the force in Can You Hear Me, which was a lovely piece of much needed character development. But out of all the 22 episodes so far, and only 2 episodes as I'm not including Spyfall, but yes, 2 episodes focusing on Yaz as a police officer, to be honest, it's ridiculous. I feel sorry for Mandip Gill, as I know from Hollyoaks she is a very talented actress, but it doesn't feel like she's been given the right material she truly deserves in the show. Bradley Walsh and Toyson Cole have been treated better, with them both sharing a character arc in Series 11 over the death of Graham's wife and Ryan's nan Grace, which did give Graham and Ryan some truly nice moments together throughout the season. The problem though is it only included Graham and Ryan, which meant the Doctor and Yaz felt more isolated from the TARDIS team. Moving on to Series 12 though, and sadly as with Mandip in Series 11, Bradley and Toyson had pretty much hardly anything to work with. They had no character arc this time around, and the closest we got to any development was again in the episode Can You Hear Me. Ryan realised the impact of travelling with the Doctor and leaving his mates behind, and Graham goes through a concern of his cancer returning, but again this was only for 1 episode and isn't really good enough to justify any proper character development. So far, not looking good, is it? But despite all of this, I still think Graham, Ryan and Yaz are decent characters. Graham brings some brilliant comic relief and is a loving grandfather role to the team. Ryan is there, bringing some good vibes. And Yaz has so much potential that I'm so happy she's staying on for Series 13 to hopefully have more time to shine at last. However, I'm still concerned over a big element for the next season, and that would be the Doctor herself. The Doctor-companion relationship feels essential to the show, but in this current era it doesn't even feel like it exists. It feels more like Graham, Ryan and Yaz travel with the Doctor because there has to be someone with her, rather than it feeling like they have a genuine connection with the Doctor herself. A great example of this would be in Revolution of the Daleks, where the Doctor and Ryan have a one-to-one conversation about what happened to the Doctor during the events of the Series 12 finale, and the Doctor's concern of Ryan moving away from the TARDIS Team Foundation. This was genuinely a heartwarming scene to watch, but why did it take till Ryan's very last episode for this kind of moment to finally happen? Before Revolution, it didn't even feel like the Doctor and Ryan have had any similar moments together before, and it's a great demonstration of why the Doctor-companion relationship feels missing from this era. It simply doesn't feel like the team just talk to each other enough in these isolated kind of scenes. It feels like the writers are way more interested on exposition rather than relaxing and letting us get to know how these characters work as a TARDIS team. There are other factors of course, such as the large amount of guest cast in nearly every story, that certainly didn't help, and how Graham, Ryan, Yaz started off together without sticking with one companion at the start and adding the others later on. This is what Stephen Moffat did with Nardole, focusing on just 12 and Bill for the first 4 episodes of Series 10, and then adding Nardole properly as part of the team from episode 5 onwards. This approach certainly could have helped with Team TARDIS, but at the end of the day, I'm still excited for Series 13. I think new companion Dan, played by John Bishop, has great potential to be a fantastic addition to the new team. I just hope they can establish a proper Doctor-companion relationship this time around, and won't let Yaz slip slowly into the background. Time will tell, but what are your thoughts? Let me know your thoughts on Team TARDIS in the comments section below, and if you have enjoyed this video essay, then please give the video a like and subscribe for future Doctor Who goodness. Thanks all for watching, really appreciate it, take care, and I'll see you all next time.